And we're back with another episode of Nefashuu's Pokemon Black 2 Bambuulocke.
And Techno Bambino's Pokemon White 2 Bambuulocke.
So,
12.5, I think we're both on now.
yes.
Excellent.
So I don't know about you, but I've done a lot since we last chatted. So
A lot has happened. I think, well, it's the biggest gap between meetups at least, but there's a hell of a lot of stuff to talk about.
Oh, yes. I'm struggling to remember exactly the order I did for everything. But how's it going in general?
Better. Much better.
Oh.
Which I will go into. I'm not enjoying it as much as I thought I would, but it's still... I'm getting there.
Cool.
It's good. Cool.
All
And
right.
yourself?
Pretty good.
That's good.
Can't fault too much. Well, actually, I could have done without needing, pretty much being forced to do a film. It's just interesting. I'm sure
Yep.
many aspiring actors would kill for that opportunity, and we were just like, eh.
Yeah. Well, you'll see what I think when you watch my videos.
Okay. We'll look forward to that.
Oh,
So
awful.
anyway, without further adu, I'll go into what I've been doing, and then you shall do the same, and then
Indeed.
we will do another rule as per usual. For
Yep.
those that, I just like keeping people in check, because you never know. People might be tuning into part 12.5 as their first episode for some unknown reason. But
I don't know why you're doing that. If not, go back to part 0 or part 1. But
Exactly, what are you doing?
Yeah, so we'll get more into that, I suppose, when we get to the dice rolls.
All right, so I'm trying to remember what happened. So after I conquered the previous gym, I went and did a film, sort of Team Plasma out, then went to Castelia City for 50 or so minute episode. Pretty much talked to every single person, got every TM that there is to get in the city, which is fine. And then
Interesting.
in the episode afterwards, I got a lot of captures. I went to the sewers, and then I had Techno, the rival Techno, on my side, so I could find a double battle in the wild, so that I could catch something cool. So it increased my chances. And then I found 2 Rattata as my encounter. So I caught a Rattata. I actually wanted a Zubat, weirdly enough. But I caught a Rattata, which is weird because I already had Patrat. And I called it, because Patrat is called Wellington. Then Rattata I named Canberra after the Australian capital.
Yes.
Neighbours and stuff.
That makes sense.
Then sort of Team Plasma went into this Castelia City, because there's a place in the sewer where you go up the stairs and there's like a grassy area. I'm not sure if you've been there.
I don't think I have.
Well, anyway, I walked around and found an Eevee, which is amazing. I know. And I caught an Eevee in a Pokeball, which took effort. That rule is annoying. But there you go. I named it Cairo. And then dumped it in the
Nice.
PC.
Okay.
And then I went to Relic Passage, which I didn't know existed, and found a Woobat, which I called Baku. And then of those 3, I used Baku as my 6th team member. In the next episode, I evolved Oslo into Leopard, or Leopard, however you say it.
Nice.
I evolved Baku immediately into Swoobat. And then
Nice.
I evolved Wellington into Watchog.
Nice. Excellent.
and
So lots of
then-
evolutions.
Indeed. So have fun editing all that. And then
Thanks, babes.
in the next episode, I went to Route 4 and caught a Trubbish,
Oh, nice.
which I named London. Because I didn't want to offend any other country, so I just named it after our own country.
Okay. You got to do London at some point, so
Yeah.
that's a very, very fitting name.
Yeah, and
It's cool that you got a Swoobat as well. Swoobat's really good.
Yeah, I'm glad I did that because I got everyone to level 23, and I decided to put London on my team instead of Oslo, because Oslo wouldn't have been good against the gym. And then London proceeded to sweep the 3rd gym leader.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
He used Attract, Toxic Spike. I just love the fact that it has Attract. Attract, Toxic Spikes, Stockpile, and Venoshock. Pretty much just obliterated Berg. It's like the best battle I think I've ever done in my entire life. And
Really?
I can say
That's
that
good.
I swept a gym leader with a trash bag. And that's about it.
It just sounds like you grabbed Trubbish by the head and were just whacking the gym leader
Indeed.
over the face with it.
That would have been amazing.
That's really, really good. And that's a good mix of Pokemon as well. So now you've got a poison type, a psychic flying, which is always really good. Psychic flying is always really, really fun. And who's your other one? Oh, you still got Magby, haven't you? Have you got Magby still?
Yeah. In fact, I guess I'll go through move sets. I guess. Oh yeah, Lisbon actually is turning out to be okay. Its defense is alright. It learned Leech Seed. Paris is basically, I use Paris for like 50% of my battles. Near Zoomeril, and then because its defense is like the best ever. Yeah, and Beijing the Magby knows Flame Burst now, so actually you can do a good fire attack. Baku knows things like Air Cutter and Heart Stamp and junk.
Heart Stamp's good.
Wellington like has Silk Scarf and Return, so it just obliterates everything. I taught it Confuse Ray over Hypnosis.
Oh, nice.
It was a hard decision, but I want to go for the 100 accuracy.
Yeah, I can understand that. That's a pretty sound move.
Oh yeah. By the way, Baku seems to like enjoy your way of playing the game because his ability means it can't use any held items. I don't know
really?
why that's an ability. But there you go.
That's really weird.
It's
his
silly.
abilities, you can't give him an item to hold?
Yeah, it's Klutz, so it can't actually use anything.
The only thing I can think is the Pokemon moves that when you give your held item to the opponent in order to then use another move that affects it even more. Because I know there are a few moves that do that. Because I looked them up, I was like, who the hell would ever use these? But that's like the most unique like scenario. You could at least have like Intimidate or something, but no.
No. Okay. Anyway, that's about it for me.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Yeah. So I'll go through what I did. Absolutely tons has happened. As you know, this has just been a bit of a roller coaster of a couple of episodes. So after the gym, I did that Pokemon film shite, and I got not necessarily stuck there, but I wasn't too sure what actually I was supposed to be doing, and I did at least 3 rounds of the poker film thing until I realised I didn't need to do it, then go all that because I was thinking, what is this? And that's why I messaged you to go, what the hell is going on? Am I supposed to keep doing this? Because I thought that so I've edited quite a bit of it, as you'll see, but it just got embarrassing.
I didn't even see my first film. I just made the first film. I was like, yeah, I'm going now.
I made the first. I thought you had to watch them as well. So I made the first one, watched it, made the second one, watched it, made the third one, which they get progressively harder. Like literally, the more you do of them, the more moves you have to do. Yeah. So I got to the point where I had to do an 18-move movie.
Oh my god!
And I was there doing, what the hell is this? And I was so angry. And then I was like, wait, this can't be right. Until the point where I just looked it up. I was just like, this can't be right. What's going on? It just goes, once you have finished a movie, go back to the Burbank City and talk to Roxy and the thing. I was like, you are fucking shit. So I had to go all the way back again. And they were just standing there waiting for me at like the docks. I was like, never mind. Yeah, so that's like half of an episode. It's me doing that, and I've edited down loads going, what is going on? This is ridiculous. And it's just stupid. And the superhero crap was just bollocks. I don't even know why it's in that game. Anyway, never mind. So then, obviously, we got on the boat and we got to Castelia City. The first thing I did, which is actually the last part of the episode, was I went straight to Route 4, and I caught a Sandile. So I have, who I nicknamed George. Because it's obviously George Lorraine, and I thought they'll go quite well together. It's a brave nature, so it's dark ground type, as you know. It knows Bite, Sand Attack, Torment, and Sand Tomb. So pretty decent moves, but it's Sandile's attack is ridiculous. But it's also got its ability, which is Moxie, which is boosts attack after knocking out any Pokemon. So if you just stick him up front, if he ends every single battle, his attack gets even more ridiculous. Dear God. But the only thing is his defense is appalling, so it's really difficult. He's more of like a finisher, which is always really, really good. But he's level 20 at the moment, so that was really good. I literally ended the episode on that. I was like, I need another Pokemon. I'm sick of all this Poker Studio wank. So so we did that, and then the next episode, I obviously went to the sewers, and I had the double battle with you. And I got a double battle, and my double battle was with a Rattata and a Zubat.
Okay.
So it's a double battle with that. Now, I strategically thought, you want the Zubat over the Rattata, of course, because it eventually evolves into Crobat. Why would you not want that? And it was I had to think strategically because I thought, well, the pig knight is going to want to just destroy everything as quickly as possible, but I want to capture it. So I was like, right, well, what I'll do is I will put to sleep the Zubat, hoping that the pig knight will kill the Rattata.
I wonder where this is going.
In which it did, and I was like, cool. And then it was already put to sleep, and then I threw a Pokeball at it, thinking, please, please, please catch it, and it caught in one. So I was like,
okay.
Awesome. So now I have
thought that was going to go wrong. From the
I had
sounds
to
of things.
like strategic because I thought that surely it's a double battle. The other person's just going to want to destroy it as quickly as possible. What I want to do is capture it. So I thought, this is going to be really challenging, but it was a lot easier than I thought. And I was waiting to think of a really good name for a Pokemon that would be Biff. But I thought that would be a really, really good opportunity because I thought Biff the Crobat would look pretty cool and it's quite evil looking.
Okay.
So I did have a Zubat that's called Biff. It's now level 23, and he's now a Golbat, of course, because you would know that's how it all works.
Oh yeah.
And what does he know? He knows Wing Attack, Confuse Ray, of course, Bite and Astonish. So Astonish not that great, Bite's still pretty good. Confuse Ray, obviously Confuse Ray's amazing, and Wing Attack, which was the best thing about the gym battle, as you could probably guess.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So he's level 23. And I was battling and training up in the sewers, and I haven't encountered that area yet with the grass you were mentioning. So I don't know where that is. So I'm going to have to go back to it. I understand I'm guessing anyway, based on what it looks like with all the pipes and the raising of levels, I'm guessing you have to raise sea levels or raise water levels to get around.
No, you can get there without that because that is different depending on what season it is. And we're both playing the same season. So.
Oh, that makes sense, because I went into that back room and there was all these valves and stuff. I was wondering if I had to turn the water on in a certain way to make the water go up. I couldn't get to that area anyway, so I'm going to have to double check that when I get back, so there might be another area in which I can catch a Pokemon. Can I catch... Will that still count, or is that still part of the sewers?
Yeah, no, if you go... Well, what it is you go up the stairs. There's some stairs that some guy was guarding, but then he disappears. And there's just like a really small patch of grass around a tree, and it counts as Castelia City.
Cool. So I do have another capture then.
Indeed.
So I'm going to have to do that at the start of the next episode. So I'm going to have to try and find that. I might try and find an online guide to make it a little bit easier for me. Because trying to navigate around those games is awful, especially when Zubats and Rattatas attack you every 3 steps.
And you have no repels.
Exactly. So then I went into the next area, which is the Relic Passage, which is fantastic, and which I know you caught. Who did you catch in Relic Passage?
Woobat.
You caught Woobat, that's right. I caught a Rock and Roller.
Ooh.
Which is really cool. The only downside to Rock and Roller, which I mentioned, is that it evolves into Boldore and then into the third evolution. But third evolution is via trade.
Yeah.
Which is going to be frustrating. So I don't think
I'll
keep Boldore. Go on.
That's what I have with my Magby, because you have to evolve Magmar by trading it.
Yeah, but Magmar's still pretty powerful, even without it being a Magmortar or whatever the hell it's called. Whereas I think... I kind of want the third evolution, even though I can't. So I think after a while, if I do find another Pokemon, I will probably replace it. And I named him Griff, who is the Biff of Back to the Future 2. Because I have a list of all the characters I can possibly choose for Back to the Future, and none of them really seem to fit it apart from Griff. So so I've got Griff, the Rock and Roller. He currently knows Headbutt, Sand Attack, Rock Blast, and Iron Defense. Now, I obviously caught these 6 Pokemon. They're all pretty well-rounded in terms of their attacks and everything. I'm pretty happy actually with my team. It's pretty balanced. So during my training, my Patrat Lorraine evolved into Watchhog, who is my best Pokemon by far. I don't know about you, but it's just absolutely awesome.
It's my best offensive Pokemon, that's for sure.
It just destroys everything. I don't know what it is. Its attack is 50. Its attack is more than its defense. It knows Crunch, which is always awesome. It knows Sand Attack, Hypnosis, and Workup, and it destroys everything that goes in front of it. I absolutely love it. It's just fantastic. My Doc, who is now obviously a Servine, I can't remember if that happened in the previous meetup.
Yeah, it did. Yeah,
still knows fuck all. I hate him so much. It's like the worst. It's like literally my least favourite starter of all time, I think. Leaf Tornado, Leer, Leech Seed, and Growth. Leech Seed's still pretty good. My Marty was a Marill, as you know. It evolved into an Azumarill just before the gym.
Okay.
because
Wow.
I was catching all the other Pokemon and leveling up those so much in the sewers that I didn't actually think to just level up Marty by 1 level and evolve it into a Azumarill.
Okay.
So it caught me off guard because I was just like, training up all the others. Oh yeah, he needs to evolve. So it knows Bubble Beam, Charm, Water Gun, and Tail Whip. Who is just awesome, really good defense and special defense is pretty good tank. So they're currently Doc is 22, Marty is 20, Lorraine is 23, and Biff is 23 as well. George is 20, Griff is 21. I leveled them all up to level 20, apart from the 3 that I was going to challenge the gym with, because if you look at my team, so Doc, it's a grass and bug gym. Well, mainly bug, but it's grass as well. Doc is pretty much pointless, although he can still technically be used, like if push comes to shove. Marty can't be used. He's a water type, and I looked up at their moves, and the majority of them had Razor Leaf, so he was completely pointless.
Yeah.
George is pointless because it's a ground type, and it wouldn't be able to withstand anything, even though it's got high attack. Griff couldn't be used because it's a rock type. Because it was just, again, Razor Leaf. So the only 3 Pokemon I could really choose were Doc, Lorraine, and Biff. So my Golbat, Watchog, and Servine. And Biff just destroyed all of them because it's a flying poison type, so you can get any better against them, really. I'm really glad I caught it. So pretty much Wing Attack was my main move, and
Cool.
I one-shotted the final Pokemon in it.
Oh,
and then the other 2... What happened? It was a Swadloon first, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Swadloon was first. I actually sent out Doc first. I was actually going to plant a Leech Seed in order to just start it off, but it's ineffective against it because it's a grass type.
So it is.
So I was like, well, I'm an idiot. I'll fix you out, Doc, which is a waste of a move. I was like, screw it, just send Biff out. One-shotted it with Wing Attack.
Mm-hmm.
And then obviously the next one was Dwebble, who is a rock type, so I thought, well, it might do some different moves against Biff and it might not be quite as good. And so I decided to send out Lorraine. Lorraine pretty much destroyed it. And then the second it got to the third Pokemon, which was Leaveney, I think it is, Biff was sent out and it pretty much just one-shotted it.
Nice.
Which is just awesome. And that was pretty much the end. So really, really good gym for me. A lot happened, and I'm a lot happier with my team because I've got Grass, Water, Normal with cool Dark moves, and a Sleeping move in there. I could have taught Lorraine Confuse Ray, like you were mentioning. But my Biff has Confuse Ray.
Oh, well, there you go.
So I thought there's not really much point in me having 2 Confuse Rays, and I think it sort of suits Biff a little bit better with the higher speed to go in there, stick a Confuse in, come back out again. So I thought, I'll keep Hypnosis with Lorraine just because it might be easier to catch Pokemon. And then I've also got Dark Ground, a Rock, and a Flying Poison. So I'm pretty happy with my team. I think that's pretty well rounded. I've got a good Pokemon for almost every scenario, and that's just a case of carrying on and see what else I find. Really,
indeed.
So moving on from here, so I'm gonna obviously go to that grassy area. I'm actually unsure about where we go after this. I'm guessing it's going to be either north or west. No, east. Sorry.
You can't go east, so you north it is.
So through Route 4, and
Indeed.
keep going. Cool. I haven't actually spoken to every single person in the city because I spent so goddamn time doing the stupid movies. So I was like, right, it's just going to waste time, forget it. So I'm going to have to, I'll probably my free time before the next episode. Not only will I go in that grassy area, I'll talk to every single person and try and get all the TMs. There's quite a few to choose from there. It's quite
I'm going to have a look at what I got. I got Attract from somewhere. I got Flash from somewhere. Actually, I think it might have been 1 or 2 others. I cannot remember.
Okay.
My memory is
nothing
hazy
major though.
in my old age. Well, I suppose you could do without it, but I'm like some sort of hoarder. I just like getting everything. So there you go.
There's one thing I did not like, which is that because I don't have held items, all my items that I have that I could technically attach to people, I have to sell, but you get almost no money for them. You get I think my what was it? I can't remember what it was. Hardstone was $10 poker dollars. I got back for that. I was like, this is nothing.
Well, it is a stone, so maybe that makes sense.
I guess. But the other ones were as well, so I think it might be like a set amount, unless it's like an ultra rare one.
Probably, I think it might be.
Yeah, that's good. So are we moving on to the moves?
Yes,
Is there anything you
without
wanted to
further
mention, or-
ado, let's screw each other over.
Yay! Out of third move, it's narrowing it down now though in terms of like what we can actually have and what we can't, what we can have and can't have. So it's gonna be quite interesting. I've got my move list up. I am now not using an online one, but I'm using an app on my phone to use the D20, which is always a little bit better because it's kind of near. It feels more like a roll than just like clicking. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. So.
Okay.
I think you're first, aren't you? Because you're going to roll for me because we're alternating.
So currently, I've rolled for you number 7, which is no held items, and number 16, which is no repels.
Yep.
So
and for you, I've rolled 3, which is number 2, which is set mode, and what was the other one? Number 9. Number 9. That was it. Only use regular Pokeballs. That's good. That's good.
So, are you ready?
I'm ready. Drum roll.
I would drum roll, but I'm rolling the dice. And here it goes. I've rolled for you. Okay. I've rolled number 12, which is no types the same in party.
Oh my god! Oh, that's the one I've actually don't want more.
Does that affect you at the moment, though? I don't think it does.
I will check. Hang on. Let me find out. I don't think it does.
It doesn't at the moment.
Now that Azuriel's a water type. Let's have a quick look. No, water, normal, ground dark, poison flying, rock. No, I'm safe currently.
Oh, there you go.
But that's still not great, personally. That's... Oh, God. Never mind.
My bad.
The main thing that I'm really happy about is that we have an Azuriel each, so at least we've got new surf later on. Provided it doesn't die, of course. That's the main thing.
I was going to say, now it's going to perish.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. That's going to be interesting. But I also can't... Oh, can't... Yeah. Yeah. I'm just trying to think, like, scenarios in my head. Not be like, cool. So that's number 12, which I will add to my list. At least we're narrowing it down as well. So hopefully later on in the game we'll get the absolutely horrific ones. I haven't rolled a 20 yet either. This is where I roll you a 20 probably.
Much appreciated if you do.
Yeah, why not? Well, you'll probably save it though, won't you?
Oh, yeah, I suppose so.
Yeah, cool.
I'm getting by with set mode. It's interesting, but I'm getting by.
Yeah,
one day
that's
at a
good,
time.
That's good.
We get by.
The worst thing for you is if you get another 9, because you can only use one regular Pokeball to catch Pokemon. That's like fingers crossed, but never mind. Cool, right. So, are you ready?
About as ready as I'm going to be.
Cool. Here we go. And roll. You have a 5, which is you have an item purchase limit.
Okay.
Per Pokemart.
Oh, dear.
And the item purchase limit is 5. So we actually need to kind of determine what this is, I think. So should it be, because we still haven't really decided what we mean by that, should it be individual items, or does it mean you can only purchase, say, 5 Pokeballs? Does that class as a 5, or is it individual items?
Only 5 of, like, an item. So
anything.
5
So you can have 3 Pokeballs and 2 potions.
Yes.
Okay.
But considering that I have various Pokemarts up to this point, I'm gonna
you
be
could
okay.
technically go back.
Also,
I think you'll be okay.
What would you call? Because I've been abusing these vending machines. So what would you call that? One?
No, that I don't think that counts. It has to be what's in a Pokemon.
Oh, okay. So I can still spam lemonades, but
you can still spam lemonades, yeah. So, but I mean, your main things you're obviously probably going to purchase will be Pokeballs,
balls
more than anything. And considering regular Pokeballs, it might not be too bad. And you can still go back if you find a random vendor. That's fine. I think it should just be Pokemarts.
Sweet.
So you're gonna have to keep a tally of how many you've done in each. And to be fair, you're gonna probably have to go back to the original ones in order to take the ones out of the initial cities. But you might have to wait till you get Fly for that.
Yay!
But that's not too bad.
That's not.
Imagine if you get it again though.
Yeah,
because that's item purchase limit of 0. You can't purchase anything.
Oh God. Yeah. For now, I think I can manage that. For now. Because I've bought, I bought 12 ice cream cones for no reason, so they're my full heals.
Where'd you get them from?
Because Steely City, there's like an ice cream stand.
I really need to explore.
Oh, do you want one? I was like, I'm not sure what these do, but I'll buy 12 of them. So they're just like, I've got this melted ice cream in my bag. So there's that.
They'll just stay there.
Yeah, pretty much.
What do they even do? What's its ability?
They're just full heals, I think.
They just full heal. Oh, still not too bad. Full heals are good for late game, so
I can spam that. So it's all good.
that is good. How much were they each?
I don't remember. I was too busy focusing on the fact that I was buying ice cream.
You don't even choose the flavour either. It's awful.
Nah, I know.
Yeah, never mind. Cool.
Anyway,
so I think that is everything. How do you feel about it?
Interesting. I definitely could have got a lot worse. You could. I'm glad to have some sort of different style of gameplay, I guess. It's going to make things interesting. I like the fact that it restricts it not like too excessively, but still in a manner
it's a bit flexible.
Yeah.
The first two we've had each have been a bit like you could almost play it like you normally would, and it wouldn't really matter too much.
Yeah.
Like what's no repels? That's really not a lot really. Set mode. Some people play with set mode anyway, but something like an actual limit on amount of Pokemon visits is, that's gonna be interesting. Yeah, and then no type same in party. I don't think anyone's ever properly done that before. I've never seen that anyway, so it's gonna be interesting.
So good luck with that.
Yeah. So I've got to find a steel, dragon, ghost, fire.
Pretty much. Well, you can still catch things that are the same. But you just can't actually use them until something dies.
Well, I can also switch them out, so
yes.
I can still level them up and keep them all at the same level technically, and then bring them out for different gyms and things. But it's gonna be interesting.
That you can.
Is there anything else you need to mention?
No, I think I've rambled on long enough.
It's been quite a long episode, but there's been quite a bit to talk about. So
yes.
I think I've mentioned everything I needed to mention. Mainly that Poké movies can go do one. But cool. Anyway, so on behalf of me, Techno Babino,
And me, Nefashuu.
we will see you in part 13.
Toodles.
Bye.